everyone, this is Nuraya112 and you are currently watching the Foal Diaries Part 3 Series 3, Breeding My Future Horse. In this episode, we see more movement from the foal and how its position has changed as Lola progresses in later stages of pregnancy. Enjoy! 31st of January 2015, 10 AM. It's now been 10 whole months since Lola was covered. A lot has changed since the last episode. On the 14th of January 2015, we had a bit of a scare. We went down to the yard to find Lola lying flat out on her side. She stood up, then went down again, and she kept doing this repeatedly. She hadn't eaten hardly any feed at all or drunk any water, and there was swelling running from her chest along her tummy. We called the vet straight away, very concerned that she may have an internal tear. He came out instantly and did an internal exam to check everything was okay. Luckily, everything was fine. He said the foal was very lively and well, and it had moved position, so it was laying funny, which had caused her to get colic-like symptoms, and the swelling turned out to be edema. There is no reason behind how she got the edema, it's just one of those things that can happen to anyone. She was prescribed bute for the pain and to be handballed to reduce the edema. Luckily, since that day, everything has been fine. The edema has reduced in size and Lola is a lot more herself, back to trying to drag me everywhere and eating a lot more again. Her stomach has gotten a lot larger since the last episode, and the foal is moving a lot more frequent. In fact, I cannot count a single day where I haven't felt it moving. It appears to be very active and kicking on the bottom of her stomach. I've put my hands on the side of her tummy trying to feel anything, but it's definitely the bottom. It's been hard to try and film as it's a very awkward place to try and capture that movement, but in the morning I managed to capture something moving. I filmed between Lola's back legs as this is the best angle to see any movement under there. Luckily she's used to me doing mad things. I've slowed the footage down, but if you watch ever so closely you can see her whole stomach moving, almost like a wobble. This is the foal kicking. I put my hands on it to double check a few times and it's definitely this, as you can feel it. 31st of January 2015, 6 PM. I thought the footage I captured this morning was all I was going to get, but upon taking Lola's rug off this evening to groom her, I was in for a treat. She turned round to scratch herself and I noticed two very prominent lumps on her side and there was movement. Upon feeling it I could tell it was the foal. If you look closely in the video you can see these lumps and I think it was the foal's head. As you can see it's very prominent and it's definitely got some sort of shape to it. It was there for about half an hour and when she went back into her stable it had moved. This foal definitely likes to move around a lot. You may also remember Paris, who was covered by Carter. She is due beginning of June, so later than Lola, but her foal has begun to start kicking ever so slightly too. If you watch closely you'll see the flutters on her side. These are the first signs of movements from the foal, which is what Lola was like back in November. It's all very exciting, but Lola has a few weeks to go yet. She is due in late February if she's early, or early March 2015 if she goes to her due date. She's not showed any signs of bagging up yet, but we will keep you updated on any changes as we are so close to the birth now. I will be uploading a Foal Diaries episode every single weekend so you can follow this amazing journey with me. And that concludes Part 3, Series 3 of the Foal Diaries. We'll have another update next weekend as Lola gets ever closer to her due date. Thank you all so much for subscribing and keep uploading your amazing videos. This is Nuraya112 signing off.
Like this, take me by the tongue and I'll know you. Kiss me till you're drunk and I'll show you all the moves like Jagger. I got them moves like Jagger. I got them moves like Jagger. I don't need to try to control you. Look into my eyes and I'll own you with the moves like Jagger. I got them moves like Jagger. I got them moves.